Oh man, Bitcoin falling close to 3% here on a Saturday. What does this mean for Bitcoin and altcoins? Is this a healthy pullback or are we heading deeper and lower? I'm going to break it down and a lot more. If you like this type of updates, smash up the likes. Do not forget to subscribe, guys. Check out our Telegram community, ijazcrypto.com/TG. We've taken some awesome trades this week, including Lit, Cyber. We've taken Ace, 30% spot returns on a single trade. Make sure you're jumping in there into our Telegram community. Bitcoin pulling back here, giving up some of the gains from earlier this week. I mean, if you go look earlier this week, Monday, we had a positive 3.3% day. We then on the Tuesday kind of were flat. On a Wednesday, 4%. But now we're giving up close to 3% here on a Saturday. Is this healthy? Am I worried? I'm going to break that down. So, in order to understand it, we need to look at where is the level of support, right? Where is support coming in at? We've got three key levels of support I need to share with you today. The first one is the 50,000. This first green line I'm showing you here, it's 50,000 horizontal support. Previously it was resistance, we broke through it. Now it's important you hold it as support. So are we going to see a bounce from 50,000? That's your first level, and that's very, very bullish. If the bulls step in at 50,000 with just that much of a pullback, hugely bullish here. The next level I want to share with you guys is the following. It's 49,000, right? And again, will Bitcoin want to pull down to 49,000 and then will the bull step in? Even there, if the bulls step in, that's very, very good because it's not coming to its EMA ribbon. The more accepted kind of level is this level, the 47.5k level. And if Bitcoin falls to there, expect a lot of pain in the market. If it kind of comes into this territory and then bounces, this would be a perfect test of the EMA ribbon. And personally, the lower we get here on this pullback, the more I want to DCA, okay? That's what I'm looking to do here on this daily chart. This is the daily EMA ribbon, and I'm looking for areas of pullback. Now, it's important to understand, pullbacks are perfectly healthy. There is nothing wrong with a pullback here, right? Look how overextended the price action's been. We've been above our EMA ribbon for quite a while here, and we've been extended. Look at the gap between us and the EMA ribbon right now. Look at the RSI. The RSI has been overbought for quite a while as well. So it's perfectly normal to see a little bit of a pullback here, let the RSI cool down, and then I'll be looking to take entries. I'll be looking to add to my DCA bags, but also I'll be looking to take new trades. Even as we come down to this first level of support down toward 50, I'll be looking at support to snipe in some new altcoin trades. Again, I'll share more details about that in our Telegram community, ijazcrypto.com/TG. So that's what we're seeing on a daily chart. But we need to zoom in and look at the 4-hourly chart as well. And when you look at the 4-hourly chart, you'll start to see that we're already testing our EMA ribbon. Now, why is this important? Well, we need to go back to understand what happened from this period here. When we initially went above our 4-hourly EMA ribbon on the 7th of February, we had a really nice bounce here, right? A really nice bounce. Extended move, and then what happened? We consolidated, but we consolidated sideways. Remember, consolidation doesn't have to be a pullback. It can just consolidate sideways into its EMA ribbon. And then what happened? You had a big bounce, big move, consolidate again, then we dumped into the EMA ribbon. Then we bounced again, now we're consolidating, and then we dump into our EMA ribbon. Can you see the pattern here? So now what we need to look for is, will support coming through this level? Just like I showed you on the daily chart, will we hold that 50,000 level, the first green line, which will also hold the EMA ribbon on the 4-hourly chart? Now, of course, if we're unable to hold that, if we lose our 4-hourly EMA ribbon, then things will start to get a little bit harder, right? Then we need to look at the next level, which I shared with you, the 49,000 level. And then if we lose our 4-hourly EMA ribbon and really start trending downwards, then we start heading down to the next levels further down in the 47.5k region. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at here on the Bitcoin price action. And of course, altcoins will reflect what Bitcoin's doing as well. So it's very important to watch. Now, if you haven't watched my video yesterday, I highly suggest you go watch that as well, because in that video, I spoke about the decoupling that we're seeing. Now, what I mean by the decoupling is if you take a look at Bitcoin here, what does Bitcoin manage to do? Bitcoin in the last couple of weeks has been insane, right? 4 positive weekly candles. Right, granted. What's special about that? Well, if I jump onto the dollar index has posted 5 green candles. Now, hang on. I've always said to you guys that we're inversely correlated, right? Dollar index has to move down for Bitcoin to do well. And that has been the case throughout the bear market. We've been closely correlated to traditional markets. But we've got a great decoupling now. Things have changed. Bitcoin is now moving on its own own basis, based on its own narrative. And this is exactly what we want. This is exactly what happens when you're in a bull market. And this is good news. It means we don't need to care what Jerome Powell's saying too much. We don't need to care too much about what's going on in traditional markets. This is moving on stuff which is bigger than that right now. And I'm going to break that down as well. So this is not about you and I speculating on Bitcoin. This is not about you and I placing some leverage trades and getting the market excited. No. This is much more powerful than that. This is the big boys. And if you're not following me on Twitter at RealIjaz01, please get yourself over there, because I share a lot of updates like this, which are hugely valuable for you during your busy days. So you can see here that the 9 new Bitcoin ETFs now hold 260,000 Bitcoins in total. 260,000, guys. Think about it. This is beyond what you and I could do, right? We can't start accumulating 260,000 Bitcoins. An average of 10,000 Bitcoins are added a day. This is 11 times the daily issuance from the block rewards on Bitcoin. Put this into perspective, guys. Demand is soaring through the roof like it never has before. And I have reason to believe, and many do, why this could even increase more as more institutions start to learn about Bitcoin and allocate their funds. Remember, we said they can't move very quickly. Big boys don't move quickly. Institutional money and high net worth individuals, they have to ponder decisions. They take a little bit of time. It's not that the Bitcoin spot ETF gets approved in January and boom, on that Thursday, everybody runs into Bitcoin spot ETFs. No, it takes time. It takes time for the sales team of these ETFs to really go and start educating people on Bitcoin, telling them that it's an option now, they can add it as part of their ETF exposure. It takes time. So expect this demand to start coming through. But here's what's crazy. Demand is increasing from this side, but supply is going to be cut in half at the halving. And so this sets up a beautiful recipe for what could be a really explosive Bitcoin bull run. And it's going to be a bull run like no one has ever seen before, because these dynamics are unique to this cycle where we've got the Bitcoin spot ETF. And so nobody can sit and predict exactly what's going to be happen. But I'm going to be in the market. There's no way I'm sitting this out when all of this stuff is happening. This promises to be a powerful market, like I said, since the mid of last year. Right? 2024 is going to be powerful. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be powerful. And I've said it time and time again. And we're seeing that already. Bitcoin proving really, really strong. Now, of course, short term, why am I talking about the pullbacks? Because it's our job to not chase green candles, right? Yes, I'm bullish on the market. Yes, the majority of my crypto is allocated already. I'm in the market. I'm perfectly fine if we want to pump. But I got to wait for pullbacks. I got to look for entries. I'm not going to chase these entries now for the 10 to 12% cash I've got in on the sidelines. I'm waiting for support. I'm waiting for that pullback into that daily EMA ribbon, if we get one. Because right now, the market is extremely, extremely greedy. We've just changed to 76 here. Yesterday, we were 72. So yesterday, we just had greed. Today, we've got extreme greed. Now, what does this mean? This means that the average Joe, Tom, Dick, Harry is talking about crypto right now. Your Uber driver is asking you, is now the right time to get into crypto? Your barber is cutting your hair. Should I be buying some Bitcoin? Right? This is when the tourists come in. And this is where you can get yourself wrecked if you're not careful. I've been there, done it, got the t-shirt. You can get yourself wrecked. You can get yourself caught up on the hype, and without noticing, you find yourself buying on green candles, right? You get caught up in the euphoria, buying a couple of days ago, and now Bitcoin's falling 3% and you're panicking. Guys, you've got to have a longer term approach to this. You've got to be patient. Pullbacks do come. If you can't catch a daily pullback, you can definitely catch a 4-hourly pullback. We're now in our 4-hourly EMA ribbon. The closer we get to 50, much better buys than buying, chasing at 52, 53,000, right? Get yourself in a habit of buying on painful days. That's the right psychology to have. You want to be buying when others are fearful, and generally when others are being greedy, you want to look to trim, right? And we'll come on to that. Now, I'm personally not trimming because I think this can be explosive for the reasons I've just shared, and I'm excited for it, and I'm looking forward to it. Now, of course, if you want extra updates like this, make sure you're in our Telegram community, ijazcrypto.com/TG. I will be updating you through this week. We've got a lot going on this week, and I will be giving you guys daily updates as per normal. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and in the Telegram community, and make sure you go watch yesterday's video. Yesterday's video is very, very important on why this particular bull run is so different, why we're seeing a decoupling from the dollar index, and how explosive this could potentially be. Thanks for watching, guys. Smash your likes, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.